I think what would be useful, if you can, do you guys think you could give us just a quick sort of breakdown of the sorts of things that you study in sort of the first 3 or 4 years of the course? Because again, that's another thing that we get questioned on, and I think it'd be really useful.
I genuinely have no idea. So
I think it'd be really useful for like everyone.
It's very variable depending on what university you go to.
Yeah.
So I'll speak on UCL, who they have a more traditional sense. So you learn science for 3 years, and then for years 4, 5, and 6, you're purely just in hospital placements. So for the first 3 years of my degree, well, for the first 2 years, you're just learning science. It's lectures. It's you do fun stuff as well, like for example, you have dissection, so you get to
Remember,
dissect.
that's fun for everyone. I don't know.
you get to dissect a human body, which is pretty cool.
that sounds like a nightmare to me. So.
Yeah, you're literally 17, 18 years old, and you're in a room with about 20 dead bodies in it, and you're just all around a dead body just cutting.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a bit more structured than that, but essentially, yeah.
Maybe we're too desensitized to this.
Yeah, you do become
you kinda have to
desensitized.
be.
Yeah, you have
I
to.
mean, we look at it, it's very bad. It's not personal at all. Like, it's just anatomy for us. Like, we're trying to learn, where did this artery, or like, what's this organ? Like, what is supplying it? So,
super useful.
yeah.
But yeah, very science heavy for the first couple of years.
So for the first couple of years, how much clinical exposure do you get? Like being in hospitals, and is that?
UCL is different in the sense that it's preclinical for the first 2 years, literally, and then we'll talk about our intercalated year as well. So we do we take third year as a break, we do another degree during that year, and then years 4, 5, and 6 are clinical. So we have very minimal exposure to clinical practice, but that's only UCL. So I know St. George's, on the other hand, from day one, like, it's clinical, like, you're doing stuff. So I think it kind of depends where you want to go and where you want to apply. So UCL, I think, pride themselves in us learning the knowledge and then applying it in practice.
I think that worked pretty well, as in, from my own experience, I think it was quite useful to be able to build on something when I went to hospital. So you're still learning in 4th, 5th, and 6th year, but you're learning the more clinical side of things, whereas as opposed to the nitty gritty. But it's good to have like foundations to build on. But I think it just depends on what you're after as well. So if you want patient contact from day one, then look for the unis that offer that, like Fatima was saying with St. George's.
Yeah, I can't tell you other unis off the top of my head, but yeah, UCL and I think Oxbridge, so Oxford and Cambridge, are very much like pre-clin, then clinical. But that's everything that you'll be able to find on their websites. Like, it's not something that they'll hide from you, and then you'll find out, like, when you first start, like, you're not seeing patients for 2 years. And we do have some instances where we have, like with CPP.
Yeah.
So we would have, like, patients come in and discuss their conditions, but it won't be the same as a hospital setting where I'm trying to find out what's wrong with them for the first time and diagnose them. It's very much like, someone who might have a chronic condition and, like, how they've been living with it. And then we talk to them and ask them things more so about, like, their lifestyle and, like, how their experience with healthcare has been. But apart from that, very non-clinical at UCL, essentially, first 2 years, which isn't too bad.
Thanks for watching this clip of the Education Lounge podcast. To watch another clip, click up here or here. To watch the full episode, click somewhere down here. And don't forget to like and subscribe, as it really helps the algorithm.
The Education Lounge podcast.